Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the scruffy-looking Nerf herders. Today I'm reading Star Wars Empire's End #1, Triumph of the Empire. I'd like to take a moment and invite you to subscribe to this channel and ring that damn bell. Empire's End. Leia Organa and Han Solo hold new life in their arms, full of promise for the Jedi and the galaxy. But with Umak Leth's new terror weapon, Emperor Palpatine has once again asserted his technological dominance. No planet, no space fleet is safe from the destructive force of light-speed projectiles that can set off nucleonic chain reactions anywhere in the galaxy. As the Rebel Alliance is driven into hiding, many systems sympathetic to the Rebel cause have capitulated before the threat of the Galaxy Gun. As long as Palpatine remains unaware of their location, the Rebels continue to fight relentlessly and effectively. Secreted on the Nepsis 8 space city, the Alliance leaders have vowed to carry on, directing 1,000 hidden Rebel outposts to launch troop ships against Imperial bases and shipyards, and against the Galaxy Gun itself. The Jedi Knights have a dual mission: to protect Leia's children, who are the future of the Jedi, and, if possible, to draw the Emperor into a confrontation that will pit his vast dark side powers directly against the light side abilities of the Jedi. The Jedi know that they have reached a critical moment in their struggle with the Emperor. The moment is upon them when everything will be decided. Luke has learned much about the dark side, and he and the others continue to grow in knowledge of the light side of the Force. This is the time when the Jedi Knights must draw upon their unity with the all-pervasive life energy to bring down an Emperor and bring about an Empire's end. Ossus. Luke Skywalker has asked the Isana warriors to guard the Jedi ruins until he returns. For 1,000 years and more, the Isana have feared the power of this place. But now they are beginning to understand. The Isana are descended from Jedi. They must begin to think as Jedi. They must begin to live as Jedi. They must begin to use the Force as Jedi do. San Macau! Through the Force that is focused in this ancient Jedi meditation chamber, we can sense other places and distant friends. My brothers, I see terrible events, things which make my heart cry out. I fear we made a grave error when we allowed our children, Jem and Rafe, to go with Luke Skywalker. But Chief Akko, how can that be? Tell us what you see. Pasadea Krova, my daughter, Jem, dead. Nekuda, Jem is dead? Shaleoko, you do not see clearly, being little advanced in Jedi meditation. No, I see it too. The dark side of the Force grows stronger throughout the galaxy. Skywalker is foolish to think he could revive the Jedi. I know that now. Wait, I see something else. The Rebel Alliance is in great danger. 100,000 Rebel warriors are about to die by one blow of the Emperor's fist. Deep space. The Alliance troop ship Pelagia is joined forces with an X-Wing flight group based in the Otega system. Pelagia is transporting 100,000 ground troops and their assault armor to the Galactic Rim, where Rebel forces have a great Imperial shipyard under siege. As the X-Wings complete their docking, Captain Tekba of the Pelagia is hearing ominous news from Alliance Command. I'm telling you, Captain Tekba, this is the same kind of missile that destroyed Pinnacle Base. It has full shields and is armored to fend off attacks. You have about 10 minutes to jump to hyperspace. But General Calrissian, we're not finished with the docking maneuvers, and it takes half an hour to get this old Hulk up to light speed. Then hit every missile with everything you've got, and may the Force be with you. Pelagia, this is Green Leader. We've acquired the target. As Captain Tekba screams frantic orders, the great ship's defense cannons and X-Wing squadrons converge on the dreaded projectile the moment it emerges from hyperspace. Impossible! Our fire doesn't penetrate their shields! Let's hope our shields are as good. Captain Dekba! Miniature probe droids follow the missile in and transmit the moment of Imperial triumph across hyperspace to the planet Biss.
The Rebel troop ship is returned to the void. The Rebel Alliance will know their day is over.
My Emperor, your Galaxy Gun is the ultimate terror weapon. It has given you absolute control. It has only been fired 4 times, and yet the planets all over the galaxy are capitulating to your rule. Palpatine and his dark side cohort, Zeker Nist, are not the only witnesses to the display of technological might. The terrible event was designed to impress the rulers of far-flung star systems who came to Biss to bargain for freedom.
Excellency, the Gamma system gives full alliance to the Empire. The Gamma Sen people accept your will as absolute, my Emperor.
Why should I accept slavish obseisance? I am well aware your planet has withheld alliance until now, when you have seen the power of my galaxy weapon. I can easily annihilate your world and all its inhabitants. Just as I obliterated that rebel troop ship.
Emperor Palpatine, as your physician, I must advise you to control your emotions. Your clone body is aging far too fast. We need to take cell scraping to test your lifespan.
Curse that Skywalker. He destroyed all my best clones. I was forced to take one that was genetically unstable.
Emperor, our spies within the Rebel Alliance have just reported the location of the Rebel Command base, the derelict Nespis 8 space city near the Con Drift.
Excellent. On my galaxy weapon, target the coordinates of the new Rebel base. There will be no more demonstrations. It is time to end this war.
Nespis 8, one of the largest of the ancient spaceports. Nespis is an architectural confusion constructed over thousands of years on the node of the Auril systems. Abandoned long before the Clone Wars, the derelict space city is now humming with activity as repair crews reactivate ancient machinery and reclaim dusty hangar bays. Fleeing the pinnacle moon of Dasucha before it was destroyed by the Empire, the Rebel Alliance has made Nespis 8 their nerve center of military strategy for the galaxy. In the main fleet hangar, the Millennium Falcon is being restored to her former glory.
Thanks for the use of the front end, Brand, but it's good to have the Falcon looking like her old self. And Chewie is sure happy to have his Aurikid missiles back. If you say so, Solo. But don't forget, my lightning gun got Boba Fett for you.
What is it, R2? You're supposed to be monitoring Chewbacca's rewiring, not checking the Navi computer. What's that? You say the Alliance technicians has just installed an Imperial homing beacon? R2, really? I think you've gone too far this time. Beep, 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 beep.
Hey! What'd I hear you say, droid?
Nothing, sir. My counterpart was just... Oh, dear. I think I'd better go speak to Master Han about something.
I think you need a little rewiring. Hey, what's going on, Jenks?
Master Solo, this man attached an Imperial homing beacon to the Falcon's Navi computer.
Jenks, Hey!
Scream! No, I can't unplug you. I have to save myself first.
Thanks, Chewie. Homing beacon, huh? Which side are you on, guy? Don't answer. I already know.
It doesn't matter what you do to me. The Emperor has been told the location of this space city. You're all doomed. More bad news, my friends. The Emperor's new galaxy weapon has just killed 100,000 of our best ground troops. And this man has betrayed the location of Nespis 8. The Empire could launch a missile through hyperspace at any time. We're all destroyed. Mon Mothma, I'm ordering the evacuation of the space city at once. We have no choice.
Great. And I was just getting Jason, Jaina, and Anakin settled in.
Before Mon Mothma can order the evacuation, the city's defense perimeter reports the attack has begun.
General Stolazar, we've got an approaching projectile on our target screens. It's just left hyperspace. That's it. Ion cannons on full fire. Our Kuat V-200s will crack any shield known to the Empire.
Come on, Leia. I figure we got 3 minutes before the Emperor blows this joint. Less than that, Han. I only hope we can get the children out in time. Hey, Wook! Better button her up! Solo and Leia are on their way down. We're evacuating the city. As the hyperspace missile comes in on the vast space city, the new Kuat ion cannons open fire. The missile's shields are holding! We're not even slowing it down!
Increase your power!
But even with the barrels turning white hot, the Kuat V-200s cannot stop the lethal projectile.
We're too late! That thing's about to blow! We're all going to be space dust!
Come on, Han, move it! Slowed by the hangar's thick walls, the Galaxy missile comes to rest without exploding in the hull of a Calamari Star cruiser.
Must be a delayed firing mechanism. It can still go off. Call the bomb crew!
Hearts racing, Rebel techs cut their way into the projectile's electronics. That's it, Luke! This thing was a dud! Faulty Bonadantiner! Great! Notify Mon Mothma, and everyone get to your ships! Typical Imperial technology, fortunately. The Imperial missile has been disarmed, but we estimate that in less than an hour we will be hit again, and this time we may not be so lucky. Continue the evacuation. We will rendezvous in deep space at 0300 hours. The Emperor's remote probe drones record the failure of his glorious Galaxy weapon.
Unthinkable! Arm another projectile at once! I'll have Umak Leth's heart for this!
Under the threat of imminent execution for their blunder, crews work frantically to test and load another projectile. A delay that provides a window of opportunity for the Rebel Alliance. We're away! Initiate fleet jump sequence!
Did the Millennium Falcon make it out?
We're not sure. Chewbacca was having trouble igniting the Falcon's sublights. The Falcon made it, boss, and just in time! The blast wave will hit in 3 seconds! Cancel jump sequence, all ships to light speed! Nespis 8 began life as an isolated beacon port in the early days of hyperspace travel. Over millennia, it grew into a sprawling city in space. The interstellar megalopolis survived countless galactic conflicts, including the Great Sith War that destroyed several nearby star systems. Historical remnants of every period of galactic space travel could be found in Nespis 8. But for Emperor Palpatine, the preservation of the past is of minor significance. What matters most is the death of his enemies.
It was to be my moment of triumph, Leth! Your incompetence has allowed the rebels to escape. If I did not need you to operate this supreme weapon you designed, I would have you destroyed. I will have you destroyed.
Others are at fault, sire. Defective timing mechanisms from Bonadan. My parts are on the way.
The responsibility is yours. You have 3 days to put the Galaxy weapon systems in order. When we resume firing, the gun will work perfectly, or you will die.
It will be as you command, my Emperor. Excellency, please calm yourself. The cell tests indicate your present clone body is in accelerated decay. As you know, there are no other clones available. Sire, calmness can lengthen the lifespan of the clone. Anger will only hasten the clone's destruction. Emperor Palpatine does not relish the prospect of death without reincarnation. The Emperor knows that disembodiment in the dark side is perpetual madness, as if to live forever like an open wound experiencing terror without respite. That is a fate Palpatine wants to postpone at all costs.
Yes, I will put aside the thoughts of the Rebel Alliance. For now, it is time to restore my line of clones to ensure the future of my rule.
We must introduce genetic material from a Jedi bloodline to build strong clones.
Yes, jabbering physician, that will be enough. Zeker Nist, take your men to Ossus. Our rebel spy informed us the primitive shamans who live there are descended from Jedi.
It will be done, Majesty. We will leave at once to capture these worthy specimens. And what of the descendants of Lord Vader, sire?
In the meantime, I will journey to my place of power to strengthen my flesh for the work ahead. Our probe droids and spies are seeking the location of their children. Their blood will yet flow in mine. Prepare my flagship.
As his agents fan out across the galaxy, the Emperor takes his most trusted aides aboard his newly completed starship, Eclipse 2. Within the hour, he will cross hyperspace to a world whose dark side secrets are said to restore the living and the dead. Deep space. The Rebel Alliance is assembling in an outlying region beyond the galactic rim. The Rebel leaders are hunted prey, subject at a moment's notice to being fired upon with deadly accuracy by a weapon that is many thousands of light years away. We are sitting Minox out here. We must find a planet where we can remain secure until the hyperspace weapon is destroyed.
What about Ossus, Luke? Even if we are discovered, the Emperor won't blow it up. He'll want to preserve the Jedi artifacts. You're crazy. He blew up Nespis without worrying about any artifacts.
I've got an idea. There are big caverns on Ossus where the ancient Jedi hid their families during the Sith War. Leia and Jem used to explore them. I can take you there. I agree with Cam. Palpatine may hope to learn Jedi secrets on Ossus, and we need to confer with Chief Akko to tell him about Jem. 4 Jedi, myself, Cam Solusar, Brand, and Rafe, will leave for Ossus at once.
I've got 4 Jedi in my party too, counting Leia and my kids. What about them?
Take your children to safe harbor, far from the battle, and far from the eyes of the Emperor. The Alliance needs us, Luke. Winter can take the children.
Yeah, if there's gonna be a fight, I'll feel pretty small being the only soldier who's safe.
Each of us has our duty, my friends. Leia, yours is to protect the future of the Jedi. Your children need you with them, if they are truly to become Jedi. I'm ordering the fleet dispersed to every part of the galaxy. We can no longer make a single target for the Emperor's weapon. Mon Mothma's right. That's exactly what I said before we evacuated Nespis. And it's what we have to do. We'll maintain a central communications link with 1 star cruiser in deep space.
Then it's decided. The Jedi have work to do. Let's go.
While Han and Leia prepare to take their little family once again into exile, 4 Jedi warriors depart for Ossus. Luke and Rafe are aboard the Jedi Explorer 2. Cam and Brand are flying the I-7 Howl Runner that Cam stole from the Empire. Ossus. The Emperor's dark side warriors have very quickly secured 3 Sana shamans for their master's cloning experiments.
That one's Akko, the chief. Watch him. He's got force powers. Salmura, my friend Skywalker will deal with you.
Yes, your friend Skywalker will deal with us, but that won't save your skin. Luke! Imperial hunter ships leaving Ossus. I'm picking up their jump coordinates. Should we follow them? No, Cam. Let's touch down and find out why they were on Ossus. Luke quickly learns that Great Akko and 2 other younger chiefs have been kidnapped by the Darksiders.
No tu chaos vas, Luke. Right, Kriva not Lonta Jedi.
The hunters took Akko. You said your scanners picked up your jump. Any idea where they're headed?
Yeah, a little vacation spot that used to belong to Darth Vader. I was there, remember? Nu Kota Macau!
The planet Vjun, the desolate, lifeless world where Darth Vader built his personal stronghold, Bast Castle. By Imperial edict, the fortress became the headquarters of the Darksiders' executor Cedrus. Now that Cedrus is dead, Zeker Nist has taken possession.
The Emperor wants the specimens put on ice until he constructs his new clone laboratory here on Vjun. Take them to the carbon freezing chamber.
As the Darksiders dispose of the Usana prisoners, vigilant sentries scan the overcast skies. Zeker Nist knew he was being followed. 2 vessels approaching, Lord Nist. One of them is our missing Howlrunner. The other is a rebel ship.
That's them! Close the blast gates! Demonstrate our firepower, but allow them to land!
In spite of its extreme isolation, Bast Castle is heavily defended from potential attack. They're lowering a blast wall! I hope your plan is still going to work.
It'll work. It'll work.
The 2 Jedi ships scream in through a web of laser blasts. Luke's Jedi Explorer 2 settles safely on the landing pad. But Salazar's Howlrunner hits a blast gate head on.
Your plan worked, Cam. Good thing you were in the Jedi Explorer 2 with us.
The I-7s have full robotic control. They make excellent guided missiles.
There they are. Let's take them. What, Skywalker? You're using children to help you in your war? The sons of the Jedi are strong in the Force.
Shring.
As was my sister.
Bast Castle still resonates with memories of Dark Lords of the Sith, slayers of Jedi, killers of Cam Solasar's Jedi father, Rannick Solasar. Like his predecessor, Cedrus, Darksider Zekkar Nist holds Vader in great awe. Foolishly, Nist hopes the Emperor has forgotten his order to remove Vader's statue.
The Emperor has promised me an entire star system if I bring him your dead body.
And what has he promised you if you lose?
I will not lose. Nist, the Emperor also ordered you to destroy Vader's statue. A few Jedi corpses may help him overlook your insubordination.
As the dark side warriors raise their weapons over Cam Solasar, it is as if the Dark Lord himself is reaching out from the past to finish his dreadful work in extermination.
Luke, lend a guy a hand, will you?
I'm sorry to hear you've disobeyed your Emperor, Nist. Maybe I can help you fulfill your duty. With the power of the Force, Luke topples the towering effigy erected by Executor Cedrus to honor the Dark Lord of the Sith. Will we ever be rid of the memory of what he did?
I know what you mean. It will take decades to heal the damage he caused.
Luke, I think I found Great Aku, but they've turned him to stone. These carbon slabs have no controls on them. How did you plan to unfreeze them?
That's our secret, Skywalker. Only the Emperor can unfreeze your friends.
Poor Akko. I guess the Emperor will have to tell me himself how to free you. We're going after him, and this time we will finish our work.
You may imprison me, Skywalker, but the Emperor is one who cannot be defeated.
On the contrary, Nist, in the name of all the Jedi, I am the one who will defeat him. Thank you all for tuning in. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell to get notified about our next video. Until the Infernal Brotherhood convenes again, my fellow scruffy-looking Nerf herders, may the Force be with you.